Welcome to the Sleevie G Show. I'm your host with your most. My name is Gomez, and tonight I have not one, not two, but three special guests. Why? Because they're a trio member of a band called Lydia Can't Breathe. What's going on, guys?
How goes it?
Nothing much. Now, I know you guys are on tour. You're somewhere in Colorado, probably, because I can see sunny skies. Or
Yeah, we're in Denver at like a Starbucks or something like that.
We're outside.
Yeah, we're outside in the middle of nowhere. Oh God.
and and that's awesome. In Colorado, I always hear it's beautiful weather. It doesn't looks beautiful over there. So
It's nice actually.
it's at least it's not the winter. So let's just say
Yeah.
that. So
Oh yeah, we would not fucking be here. Yeah, no way.
so
We're stoked to be here because Florida it's hot right now.
Yeah.
Like 95,
This is
100
100. Yeah.
yeah,
great,
New
yeah.
Jersey is about the same. It was like 92, but the humidity is horrible over here today. It's like humid as hell, like Florida would be. So I know Florida very well. I had family who used to live down in Miami and all that area. So anytime I visited, I bring talcum powder like crazy just to keep cool.
Yeah, it's no fucking joke, dude. Yeah.
It's a good time in Florida.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the first question I have here for you guys is, where did the band name come from? How did that come from?
Yeah, it's always the question. Beetlejuice. I was tripping nuts on mushrooms with like our first guitar player, and he was like all fucked up, and he was like started being like, I can't breathe. And I was like, nah, dude, Lydia can't breathe. Cause it was like from, Beetlejuice.
Yep.
And I started going into like how she's like the outcast of society and
Yeah.
how we're the outcasts, and
Write it down before I forget.
yeah. we had to play a show like that Friday, and we needed a band name, so we were like kind of rushed into it, but we just never changed it. I got the tattoo, and then I was like, I can't fucking change my band name. Yeah, I'm locked in, dude.
No, you're definitely locked in. All right, so I kind of figured that, which is kind of funny. I'm like, I wonder if they took that out of the Beetlejuice movie. It was just because that's
Yeah.
the only thing I could think of that would have that type of name in a, if anything, because it's just one of those names that sticks out. And actually, it was just funny. I was just watching that movie with my kids the other night, actually.
They're
So
making a number 2, you know that, right?
yep, coming out September 6th, which I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it looks fucking good too.
It does look awesome. Michael Keaton's one of my favorite actors. So
Dude, he's Batman, dude. Fuck all these other dudes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's my number one, but Christian Bale goes right to number 2.
Yeah, Christian Bale did great.
He did great for that Dark Knight series, but
Dude, yeah, that was epic.
if anybody asks me about Ben Affleck, that's the worst Batman ever in history. That is my opinion.
Him and George Clooney.
I thought Clooney. Yeah.
Clooney was okay, but Affleck was the worst.
Yeah, Val Kilmer was cool, dude. Val Kilmer was cool.
Yeah,
he didn't even want to do it again. He was like, "Fuck you guys." Yeah.
Oh, he
You
had
don't
Nicole
appreciate
Kidman.
it?
He had Nicole Kidman, so that's the perfect co-star to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you guys did release a new song in July, or I'm sorry, yeah, new single in July 10th. That's Lifted, which is a really awesome song, guys. Like,
hell yeah.
Thanks.
when you guys sit down, like, is it you guys putting your lyrics all together as a band, or is it someone who's writing it and then you guys jam it all together?
We write the music, like usually either me or Shad come up with like a riff, and then we kind of like will jam it at practice. We kind of get like a bassist and we record a demo, and then we'll take it to like a bigger producer and then see what they think about it. And then if they want us to make like minor changes and stuff, but I don't write the lyrics until we almost have the body of work.
Okay.
And then I kind of just am like, oh, what's a good topic right now? And we wrote a ton of weed songs, and we haven't written one in a while. So I felt like we had to do the weed song, especially because it was kind of rappy, and we've never done like such a rappy song. So I was like, dude, if we're gonna do like a rappy song, we're gonna fucking talk about weed. You know what I mean?
You know what? And it was actually a really good song because I was listening to it, and it's kind of funny. I listened to some of the other songs you guys had. I'm like, this is totally different from the other songs they just had.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could tell the difference. I mean, I'll tell you this. Definitely love the music, man. You know what I mean? Everyone.
Thank you.
One thing I learned for listening to music is you got to hear it. Never mind listening to it, because if you hear the music, you hear the play. As a guitar, bass guitar, or bass or drums, because that's the whole part of a band, especially a trio. And the voice is unreal. You know, you guys have it. Just you could feel the energy from you guys. Like I've not seen you live, but hearing the album, you hear it.
We're way better live than we are on the album.
Well, I'll tell you
We
this.
like to bring it.
You
The
know what?
drums are always the best part.
The drums
Like,
are
the
the
dr-
best
all the
part.
songs sound good.
Yeah,
Drums.
the drums
But I
are
will say
good.
that it's anything when you can watch a band like yourselves live, it's got to be amazing because that's the coolest thing, in front of a huge crowd. Like I know you guys were just playing. I have it in my notes here, somewhere in Colorado. Hold on, I have it in my notes. Here.
Wild Goose Saloon
Yes. Now
in
how?
Parker. It was awesome.
It was great. Yeah. For freaking Monday night.
Fucking best Monday night I ever played in my life.
Over
It was
300
crazy.
people.
Yeah, it was
Monday
like
night.
300-400 people on a Monday. It
And
was
that's
pretty epic.
and that's pretty cool because on a Monday, like you said, you'd never see many people go out on a
Dude,
Monday.
we don't even play on Mondays because they suck. Like it's crazy. Yeah. We're
But
usually like, let's just take Monday and Tuesday off because no one wants to party really.
yeah,
You know
everyone
what I mean?
goes from Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
you had a good crowd, which is amazing. That's always the best
Yeah.
part, the best feeling. I mean, now that you guys are touring, I know you guys are based out of Florida, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Shauna is the one who, I gotta say thank you to Shauna.
Shauna rules.
She's
Yeah,
awesome.
appreciate
I gotta thank her for connecting with you guys.
She's so nice. It's ridiculous. She's one of the good ones left in the industry for sure.
She's definitely one of the few that I know of that are very, very helpful, very accommodating, very cool. You know what I mean? Like
She doesn't take advantage of anybody ever. Like she's just 100. She'll
Yeah.
tell you info that other people wouldn't share because they're like worried that you're gonna steal their secrets or something or their special sauce or whatever.
whatever. And that's the thing, like
Don't take it, dog.
no, and that's the funny thing. Like with me, I'm improv. I shoot from the hip. I listen to the music and I have like little things highlighted and I just go like that. I really don't give a shit. Why? Because
Yeah.
it's unscripted. No, there's no point. Why be boring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to enjoy life, and you guys are seeming like you are because you're touring. So I mean,
Yeah.
are you
We're
guys?
living the dream. But
That's-
remember, nightmares are dreams too. You know what I'm saying?
We sleep in the van.
I was about to ask you, what do you guys? Now I know you guys tour. You left Florida. You drove all the way out to Colorado, or?
Nah, we had a bunch of shows on the way.
Oh,
We
okay.
started we played in Kentucky.
Oh wow.
Then we went and played Ohio, Incarceration Festival. Then we went to Pennsylvania, Allentown. We played the Ghetto for one night. You know what I mean? We hung out in the Ghetto.
Nice.
It was crazy. I could have got any drugs I wanted.
You
I
can't
was
go
just,
wrong
like,
with that.
Oh yeah, I was like, hell yeah, these are my people. You know what I mean? And then we went back up to like Cleveland almost area. Then we jetted and met up with like a tantric and power man up in Cadillac, Michigan.
Actually,
then
I know the drummer from Tantric, John Laurie.
Dude, he's
Nicest
so
guy ever.
fucking nice. He's like the nicest dude ever.
He's actually a friend of one of my closest friends. He's friends with him. We actually had him in my old podcast, Playlist Wars.
That's funny.
So he's a great guy. So that's why when I saw
Yeah.
you guys were touring with him, I'm like, oh, I gotta mention John's name. They probably know him pretty
Yeah,
well.
we played with him like 5 times this year, right? Or something like that. Yeah.
He's a cool guy. He's good.
Yeah, he's a good.
They're all pretty good.
They're super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
good people. Yeah.
And Power Man too. That's pretty exciting when
Yeah,
you're
they were super accommodating and nice. Spider's all cool. Comes off the bus, be like, "Oh hey,
It's like, hey,
what's going on, guys? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, did worlds collide today? I don't know.
That's so awesome. Like
Who dropped the bomb still?
nice. But that's gotta be awesome touring with like two name bands like that. That's gotta be really
Yeah,
exciting.
dude, it was epic. Like when I was a kid, I fucking like punched people in the face and smoked weed to Power Man. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking great.
I used to
Yeah.
power lift the Power Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
I-
You're like,
I-
yeah, worlds collide.
I remember during football season, that's all what I hear. It was like that, Metallica, Danzig, Prodigy, all
Dude,
those.
that was like the heaviest shit we had back then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And that's one thing, you know what I mean? But the appreciation what you guys are doing is like you're bringing something back it's been gone for a little bit, I think. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, new metal just got big again. I feel like there's a new twist on it, but I feel like Ronnie Radke, like Beartooth, like Motionless in White, like all these type of bands are kind of, it's like a new vibe, but they're bringing back the heavy for sure.
without
Like,
a
it's
doubt,
coming back.
Now, I mean, I know we mentioned tantric and powerman, but what are your musical influences? Like, who do you guys look up to when, trying before you got the band together?
Uh, Hold on, there's like the biggest truck ever.
That's okay.
I mean, I listen to everything. Like, I really look up to the Beatles for
Okay.
their story writing ability. Maybe not so much the music, but I love the music, but that's not like what I go for writing. But
Mhm.
the way that they wrote stories that just resonate with everybody,
Yeah.
I respect the Beatles. And then, like, music wise, I'd have to say, like, fucking Slipknot, or like, I don't know, like old Between the Buried and Me or some shit like that. That's like
Okay.
what we've, yeah.
Yeah, Slipknot's a great band. It's one of my favorites too, growing
Yeah,
up. And Stone Sour with them too, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So I
yeah, they
mean
don't
that
fuck around.
no, 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 definitely not. I got to see them live once, and I'll tell you that was a hell of a show.
Epic.
It's one of those things, I'm not a huge mosher, but I just go for the music, you know what I mean? Everyone goes for everything else, but I go for the music. That's what I always loved, you know what I mean? And that's something any band that could have like a huge ass drum set, two piece, all big ass band like that, and they're going ape shit. It's an amazing feel.
Dude, yeah. As long as they're hitting all those drums, it's cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen it, so I mean, they do hit every single thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't play for sure.
He
Yeah,
does not.
yeah.
I mean, now is the album out already yet, or no? I know the single "Lifted" was out, but I didn't know if the album was out yet.
We're just kind of doing a bunch of singles right now, and then
Okay,
we're gonna drop like an album, I want to say towards the beginning of the year, because we got
nice.
a bunch of songs that we were like debating dropping or not. And instead of doing the single thing, we might just be like, here's all the singles we dropped, and then three more B side, you know what I mean? Stuff that we might not have dropped. But we also have songs that we went and recorded in LA at the beginning of the year.
Hmm.
We did with Curtis Martin, that did like Attila's last album.
Okay.
It's really good material. We've only gotten a couple of the songs back, and he's still working on them, but I really feel like that's gonna like help us elevate once we can release that material for sure.
I'm looking forward to it. Then you know what I mean. I always like hearing the new stuff. You know what I mean too. But I love listening to the last albums too that you guys had, because the music, again, like I said, you're bringing back something that I feel like it's been gone for a little bit. Listen, we know Limp Bizkit, Korn, all these guys. I mean, granted, I know a bunch of people who just went to go see Limp Bizkit tonight in PNC Bank Center.
They're amazing still, dude. I fucking
I haven't seen them since they were. I mean, I caught young Fred Durst's shows. I didn't go to this one because, hey, I'm married with two kids, and it's kind of hard on a Tuesday night to get
yeah.
away. You know what I mean?
No shit. Yeah.
I mean, drive
That's why we
40.
skip Tuesdays on.
Yeah, that's why we're
Yeah.
not playing. That's why we're not playing tonight. We know people don't go. Yeah.
I mean, I would have went, but it's a 45-minute drive down, 45-minute drive
Yeah.
back up, and I still have to get up at 5 a.m. for work.
Yeah, and you're gonna get all faded, and then you're gonna come
Oh,
back and be like, "No, why?"
yeah, exactly. It has happened before. I remember. Oh
It
God.
has, I've done that, and it sucks.
So I've been told. I don't remember.
Yeah, I went to go see Alice in Chains in Pennsylvania, what used to be Sands Casino. Day before, my last day at work before I go on vacation. That next day, oh God, I was hurting. I was drinking pots of coffee that day. Like I walked in, I'm just like one, two. By 2 o'clock, I finally woke up. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go home.
Oh my god!
But now that I'm awake,
Now that I'm awake,
Now I'm awake, but by the time I got home, I'm like this. My wife goes, "All right, bags are ready." I'm like, "Good, I'll pack in the morning." I shot right to bed. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean?
yeah, dude, you can go too hard. I don't think
Yeah.
I slept last night. I walked to Denny's like a mile to Denny's. It was terrible.
Ooh, nothing wrong with a Grand Slam pancake breakfast.
Dude, that's what I got, dude. That's crazy.
That's the
Yeah,
it's nuts. I would have gotten that same thing, so don't worry. I know the feel. I mean,
yeah.
the
I
you know,
regretted it immediately afterwards when I walked back a mile.
oh yeah, I would have regretted that one too. But
Yeah.
depends on how hard you partied last night. Then maybe I could see that. There's nothing wrong with partying hard, but you got to enjoy life too. You know what I mean? That's one thing.
Yeah.
I respect what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? Watch some of the videos you have on YouTube. It's awesome. You know what I mean? It's great to see music videos again because, with MTV gone, and they're now just like
People,
TV shows.
yeah.
That's what I think. I figure the reality stuff killed a lot of the music videos.
The internet killed the what did they say? The radio killed the internet
Radio
stars?
star.
Uh,
Yeah,
Video
something like
killed the
that.
Radio star.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
The
internet,
internet killed the video star.
yeah.
the video
exactly.
star. Like I miss
Yeah.
the good old music videos. Like, you know, I know MTV still has the music awards, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, why do you even fucking do it?
Why bother? Because it's not
Yeah.
the same anymore.
I remember that like Michael Jackson would be coming out with a movie or like a video, and like everybody was like, they like hyped it for like a month, and then they
Yep.
like dropped it and it had like a fucking crazy, like almost like someone paid for the commercial like it was the fucking Super Bowl to be
Right.
before it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got
Right.
fucking the Janet, remember what was it, Scream or whatever, when Janet Jackson and
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson. That was
Yes,
like
it was-
so fucking epic, dude. And I'm
That
just
was-
like,
yes.
what the fuck, dude?
I remember that. That was actually a great freaking video. Also,
Scream.
I think you would have to be tripping a little bit on that video because it was just made perfectly. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, it was so crazy. Yeah, they were like in space or some crazy shit.
it was weird. It was space, and they were playing like I don't even know what the hell they were doing, but it was just one of those weird videos that it was really epic.
Yeah.
That's the key word. It was an epic video, like you said before. So, being now that you know you're on tour for a little bit, I know you guys got tomorrow night and stuff going on. Like, are you rushing to get back home to families, or you know, are you loving road life?
I mean, it's always cool to be out here, but we definitely all have to get back home and do our normal lives. It's kind of like a fucking catch-22.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you love being out here and it's cool. It's like a little mini vacation, but then you're just like building up a workload back home. Like it's like living two lives almost, I would
Mhm.
say. Because if you leave that life for too long, when it goes back, there's nothing left. And if you leave this life for too long, when you come back out here, it's hard to get people to come out to the shows. So you have to have like a good happy medium if you want to live the two lives. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, you know, that's something respectful. I mean, a lot of people don't say that a lot, but you know, to hear that, you know, I totally agree with you 100%. You know, as a indie podcaster and work life and married life, you have to balance everything the best you can. It's not easy. I can tell you
No,
that.
it's no joke. Yeah, and the more kids you got and shit, you're just like you almost feel bad when you're not there, and they don't
Yeah.
know that you're out here trying to like make
Make
something of yourself, so like they'll be proud of you. Like all, you know what I mean? You don't want your kid, you want him to go to school and be like, my dad's Metallica. You don't want
Yeah.
to be like, you know, my dad, you know, he's okay. You know what I mean? But
I mean, like I know
yeah.
my daughter, she's turning 8 this year, and she always tells me how proud she is of me, what I do. You know, she loves it.
Yeah, and it makes you feel good though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, when I get support from my family like that, like my wife, and you know, my son doesn't understand, but he's understanding a little bit more. He's turning 4 already, and that's one thing he's like, "Yeah, Dad, go do it." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely." That makes me feel really good. You know what I mean? As long
Yeah.
as I get the, like you said, the family quality time. Like, you know, the other night we're watching Beetlejuice. And I was
That's
thinking about,
funny, dude. Yeah.
and that's when I was like, I wonder if that's where they got the name for the band. You know what I mean? My wife goes, "Are you really thinking about?" I'm like, it was just a question that popped in my head. You know,
That's
something
crazy. Yeah.
that you know,
It's
that
the
was,
universe, bro, is bringing us together.
yeah. So I mean, and that's one thing I gotta say. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are mad chill. You know what I mean? Everyone has their, everything's, no matter if you're a musician, it's always hard drugs, alcohol like crazy, and partying all the night. Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat, but not all the time. I mean, you guys are level-headed, and you know, level-headed meaning like you guys are very respectful in the way you are. You know what I mean? Like you respect each other and you respect the fans enough to like say hi and stuff like that.
Yeah, we go out after the shows. Chad sits by the merch table right after we play like the whole night. And then I always go out at least a couple times if anyone wants like anything signed or just wants to, you know, shoot the shit with us or something. We try to keep it 100 because we know like without the fans, people like you that are spreading the word like that, we really are nothing. It's crazy. Like
Really, it's all about connection anyway. That's what the music is. It connects us. It's a common ground that we don't have to have a spoken word about. We share the vibe of what the music is.
And I
And-
have to talk to the fans so they know that I was the drummer.
Oh, well,
Oh,
you
guys are
you
back, you know?
well,
guy
you
with the
look
green
like
beard
you look
standing
like the
in the
I swear I'm
drummer,
in the band, you guys.
but you look like the drummer of the band, so that's a
Okay.
good thing. I mean, I can identify you as the drummer.
I just followed you guys, 31,000 followers, huh?
Well, you
Yeah.
just made a new fan over here.
I just heard it. I just heard him. Nice, nice.
Hell yeah.
Check it out.
See, this is what I love when it's like this, because it's you get to meet people like when you're on the road and they're realizing you're on the phone doing some kind of interview and not realizing it. And you gotta love when people make connections like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, for me, connections was a hard thing for me for a year and a half. This is what you think about it. I became a year and a half as a podcaster on my own. So I literally just met Shauna not too long ago, and I've already gotten a couple interviews from her already. You know what I mean? And she's been awesome to work with. And you guys are awesome
You've
too.
got tons of, everybody in the
Yeah, a lot of
industry,
connections, too.
high and low, all the bands know her for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I actually am excited because of Shauna, I actually am I want to be interviewing Drowning Pool. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very cool.
so
Nice,
for,
nice.
so for me, that's like, oh boy, that's like my very big band name ever. So for me, I like all bands because why? Because you see everyone's different personalities.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're the one that started or you made it and you're the superstar. You know what I mean? You see everyone's personalities. You know what I mean? Some of the superstar bands I've seen, their personalities are not the greatest, but
Yeah.
they take it for granted because they made it. But guys like you, us, anybody, you know what I mean? Like we're in the middle and
We're grinding still, so we gotta be real.
yeah, you gotta be like I grind every day. Like people,
Yeah.
people see me like emailing all the time. I'm emailing between work and my show at work. So
Yeah.
I got both emails like on two different screens, my work one and my personal,
That's
for
crazy.
because I don't want to miss opportunities. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
100.
and that's one thing I got to keep it straight is 100, like you said, it's 100% because no one gave me a chance when I first started. Now, people are asking, hey, here's sending me information. I'm like, hey, yeah, that sounds great. Let's schedule it. You know what I mean? Like, what could I do?
Yeah.
And
Well, once
very-
you get the bigger bands too, I think once you get Drowning Pool and as you get bigger ones, then the bigger ones start coming. Then everyone underneath that, like it's like a fucking
yeah,
like
but
a landslide.
but you know what? For me, I'll take anyone because why? I do this for free.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what I
doing
mean?
it to help out the community for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Listen, making new connections, like you said before earlier, you know what I mean? Making the connection, that's what it is. Because
Yeah.
you can say, yo, Gomez, I need you to come back on the show. We are releasing the album now. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh hell yeah, come back on because
Yeah.
that's something I'd love to do for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate it.
you could send me a message saying, yo, we're dropping a new single this week. Okay, I want to mention it because I want people to know about it.
Yeah.
And keeping the connections because people will remember that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I remember when he did that for us. We got to go back and talk to him.
As many fucking people as possible is always my thing. I
Yeah.
feel like you got to try to tell as many people as possible.
And that's why, like, I do so people laugh at me because I do so many videos on my phone. And I'm like, what? I'm doing something for the show. I got to promote it somehow. I got to promote the guests. I got to, do clips. I got to do this. I got to do that. And people don't realize I do everything out of a laptop. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't have that luxury of a studio. You know what I mean? Like I do this on
Yeah.
a basement where my kids' toys are. And I love what I do. That's all I could say. Like you guys love your music. You love what you do.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't, we wouldn't be doing this at all.
No, yeah,
No,
of course.
It
Yeah.
takes a lot to come out on the road and leave everything behind and just kind of,
Oh, that's the hardest part, especially if you have families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's probably if I was ever in a band or if I had to travel for my podcast and they told me, hey, we have an opportunity, I'll take it. But one thing is to leave my family, my wife and my kids behind is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, we're a team here and we're so used to helping each other out. So it's like you guys, you know what I mean? You guys are together. It's like a brotherhood. No
Yeah.
matter, you guys back each other up. You're there for each other. And that's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, you don't get stuff like that. And they say it's like if you get people together like that, it's like they don't have a lot of things that are strong like that. You know what I mean? Like brotherhoods, bands, like That's why they say they have like all those dudes that are in like the bike clubs, like all kinds of stuff like that. It's like a lot of those people, it's all those moving parts
Yeah.
that makes it so powerful. That's even like everything with like the government and all the stuff, you know, if we all work together, we're so much stronger together than we are by ourselves, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, it's funny, like I'm on a podcasting network, like you guys have your network too. You guys have your connections, you know what I mean? I have my little connections and it works, you know what I mean? And that's one thing, I said, it was funny. I was on a show interview and I said, listen, if I ever made it big, I'm not going to forget the people who helped me because they're coming with if I get ever that,
That's what you have to do, 100%. Yeah.
and I'm thankful for when people mention my name, say, hey, I was just on this show. It's awesome. You know what I mean? I'm thankful because that means they had a good time. You know what I mean? It's about the connections you make and the friendships that you can make out of this.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
lifelong for sure.
it is. And
It's
people
like
don't realize this,
yeah, for sure.
so, I mean, like I said, guys, I know I don't want to take too much of your time. You guys are touring. I know you guys are at Starbucks talking to
Ah,
me.
you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I got
really-
my coffee, bro. We're good. He already drank all his.
I was gonna say he
Yeah.
looks like he just drank. He housed
He's
his. I think.
fucking ready. He still looks like
4 shots of
yeah.
espresso.
Yeah, my coffee was free. I actually just got 3 free coffees. I got hooked up because
Nice.
I ordered cold brews. They didn't have them, and there
Oh,
was a free coffee for the day. So all the coffees I got for free.
all through
They
the-
gave me them back, and then they just gave me because they didn't have what I wanted. They just gave me all the coffee for free. So, and
and
I
you-
was being nice and buying everybody's coffee, and then I didn't
Nice.
have to buy anybody's coffee.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
yeah. I was like, that was amazing.
That's
He bought
awesome,
all my coffee. Don't
Yeah.
pay for it.
especially on Starbucks because you know how pricey they can be.
Dude, it's gangster. Right before I left, my mom did give me a Starbucks gift card, and I put it on my phone. So, like, my mom's bought a lot of coffee for Josh. I bought
Hey,
some.
Hey, there's
I
nothing
love
wrong
it.
with that. My in-laws gave me for Christmas a Starbucks gift
Yeah,
card
dude,
too.
that's just it's gangster, dude. Yeah.
I'll
I
be
got
happy.
Starbucks gift cards for years for Christmas, and I don't even drink coffee. My family was like, "Why didn't you say something?" I was like, "Oh,
I
gift
don't
cards,
know.
man. I eat the muffins."
Yeah.
Listen,
I
I'll take the
appreciate it.
muffins. I'll take the
I'll take a
food.
fucking muffin. I like a muffin.
Take a nice
Yeah.
espresso.
I like the croissants with the chocolate. Those are always good.
Dude, yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. You know it's bad for you. You're just like,
Oh,
it's so good.
it's so good, but you know it's really, really bad for your health.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's difficult. I trust me, I know. I'm that guy with the sweet tooth. So if I start seeing sugar anywhere, I'm like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we got cookies in the van right now. Yeah.
Rearranging your DNA is tasty, man.
Yeah.
It just
Oh.
is.
Listen, my DNA is Rocky Road. So
I got chocolate.
so but guys, I really gotta say thank you for coming on tonight.
Yeah, 100. Thank you
So-
for having us, man.
Definitely, I definitely after the tour's done, if you want to come back on and talk about tour life too, you know what I mean? I would love to have you guys back on.
Yeah.
Definitely talk about that. And I know you guys are gonna have a kick-ass tour. I know you're already having a kick-ass tour because you pulled a big crowd last night on a Monday.
Monday.
So, I gotta thank you guys coming on. Before we sign off, let everybody know where they can find you guys.
www.LYDIACAN'TBREATHE.com.
Don't forget the www. That's so important.
.com after.
Just go
Nice.
there and it has all the social. It has like that Linktree shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Where you can go to everything. I mean, we're on everything though. YouTube,
Yeah.
whatever you're on, you can find us. TikTok. We suck at Twitter, but we do it every once in a while.
Fans.
Yeah, we got an OnlyFans.
Nice.
Yeah. Nah.
Nice. Someone will be paying for that.
Oh my
My
god.
real feet.
Yeah, those are his real feet.
I drum
Yeah.
barefoot and I just take
Yeah.
pictures of my feet while
Why he's grounding, dude. He grounds the whole set.
Oh man. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for keeping it real tonight.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. You guys literally are a great time. Hopefully one day, if you ever come to the East Coast of Jersey, let me know because I'll definitely
Oh,
come
dude,
out.
we're coming. Next time we're there, if you don't come out to the show, we're gonna call you out.
Hey, listen, I'll come. I'll be there.
18 hours, he wouldn't drive.
Yeah.
45.
Oh, I
Like, dude, we
would-
drove from Florida and you didn't come say hi, bro.
I would
Dad
definitely
wants
come.
a muffin. You got to bring him
Real
a
bad.
muffin.
I'll
that
I'll
night.
bring I'll bring the muffins. Trust me. I'll definitely be there. If you guys come to Jersey, let me know. I'll definitely be there without a doubt.
We will for sure.
All right. Well, guys, as you
All
can
right.
see, dreams do come true, and they are living proof. They are on the road enjoying life and drinking a lot of Starbucks free coffee tonight.
Yeah.
So they can't go wrong. And how I always end my show, guys, it's nothing but love, peace, and happiness. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Take it easy.